ugly and money get low. Trust me, even when it's one thing right after the other, the nerve really miss me. I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way.
Daddy, stay low. That's the team we're gonna see.
I never could sing this shade, excited to see where it goes. I love the environment, I could provide you with just off of writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a life.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
Back to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Bengals at 3 and 8 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
70 Lions.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35.
Bengals, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Going right back to Fant.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Right back to him on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
50, 50. Pass for 11, 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
7-7, our score after one.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a first and 10.
Ready, break. 19 Lions. 2.
On play action, they'll throw. On the slant, it's Fant. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Bengals first down.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
8-yard line.
Tag. Viking 18.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. A pitch back. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum with moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
2nd and 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Lions 7. Cam Little to kick off.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
60.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll drop the throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Lions are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Cougar 19, Buffalo 18, Dragon 60.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Noah Fant with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Hands it off out of the gun. Past the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 10 yards out. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and through. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
19 light. 60 back.
Now back to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chuba Hubbard from 21 yards away. And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Panther 60. Seven Pirates. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. inside the 15 he goes. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down, Lions.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Come on. Cougar 19. 19. Tiger 19. Trap 50. Trap 60. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Panther 11.
The Lions will set up for the
Cowboy 80.
two-point conversion.
69. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring it back. And